Hey everybody, good afternoon. Hope you can hear me okay. If you can, please let me know in the comments below. Hey, this is Roman Polnar. I'm coming to you live from Pillar 6 College Planning, where we work hard to make college more affordable for families across the nation. And in this video, I want to talk about the four main areas where families can look for money, depending on their personal financial situation, to help them pay for college and make it more affordable. And if you're watching this, chances are you've got a college-bound kid in the house, and you may already be looking for admission tips, right, to get them into college. And soon, if you don't already have a financial or senior in the house right now, you'll be looking for financial aid tips to help you pay for it. And so if this is you, then keep watching because this is for you. Now, before I tell you about the four money steps in the four areas where you can look for money, I want to mention a simple fact, and that is every year, 13 million families go through the financial aid system looking for money. Again, 13 million families every year go through the financial aid system looking for money, and unfortunately, most of them fail. This year, in 2020, because of the COVID downturn in the economy, 40% more people will go through the financial aid system looking for money, and most of them will fail also. Now, to be precise, they're going to fail at finding free money, which at the end of the day is the only kind of money that's going to actually reduce your out-of-pocket cost and help you make college more affordable. And instead, they're going to load themselves up with debt to pay for college. Why does that happen? Well, it happens every year for a handful of reasons, but the main reason that all of these other reasons boil down to is that families are just unprepared or underprepared, to be more gentle. And this happens because parents are busy. There's a lot going on in this stage in their life, and they have a lot to do in addition to and aside from figuring out how to get their kids into a good college and find money to pay for it. And most importantly, also finding free money, right? That's going to help them lower their out-of-pocket commitment. That's the bad news. Now, the good news is that you can fast track yourself ahead of everyone else by following four simple steps. We call them the four money steps, and we've created a convenient and easy to remember acronym called PLAN. It's prepare, look, apply, and negotiate. And of all the things that families should do, can do, in many cases won't do, boils down to these four things. After all the years spent consulting with families one-on-one, I've effectively boiled everything down to these four essentials. So let's dive into these really quickly. So if you've got a kid who's heading for college, you want to take note. So step number one is you got to prepare your finances so that you can figure out what your college financial strategy is going to be. Do you belong to the category 1 family that has a very low expected contribution for college and that you'll be looking for need-based financial aid? Or are you on the other end of the spectrum, or category 3 folks that have a higher income, high assets, and you're not looking for need-based financial aid because you wouldn't qualify? There's a whole different path that you would follow. But it all begins with organizing your finances and preparing to figure out what is going to be your college financial strategy. In other words, what areas will you be looking at in order to find money to help you pay for college? Now, step number 2 is going to be to look for good fit colleges. Now, most families make the mistake of focusing their attention on colleges from the perspective of their student, right? What's going to be a great fit college for them? And they neglect to ask the questions of, well, what will be a good fit college for us financially as a family? And we always teach families to play the piano with both hands. Look at colleges that are a good fit for your student academically and experientially, but don't forget to also look at colleges that are a good fit for your family from a financial perspective. And once you've come up with a good list of those perfect fit colleges, you go to the third step, and that is you got to apply for the right financial aid in the right way and at the right time. And if you do this step correctly, this will unlock a lot of free money that you will be able to use to pay for college. And it will directly offset the amount that you would otherwise have to pay out of pocket or you'd have to borrow. So there's a lot of money in this stage. In number 3, that's the application stage that you got to get right. And then last but not least, the 4th stage is to negotiate before you make the final decision. Now, colleges don't like for you to use the word negotiate. It's called technically a financial aid appeal. Call it what it is. At the end of the day, if you have 3 or 4 or more colleges that your student has been accepted to, and they all gave you different financial aid offers, and they all have different price points, you going back in order to get the best deal possible, it effectively is a negotiation. So between us friends, let's call it what it is. So you got to negotiate with colleges for more money. And more importantly, you got to negotiate for more free money. That's the kind of money that they give you, you don't have to pay back and you don't have to work for it. So the key is for you to follow these 4 steps. You plan. Let me get that on the screen. There we go. So the plan is prepare, look for right fit colleges, apply in the right way at the right time, and then negotiate before you make the final decision. Now, we made a series of absolutely free training videos about these 4 steps at 4moneysteps.com. I'll put that up on the screen so that if you're at this stage in your college planning journey where you've got kids in high school currently, whether they're freshmen all the way to a senior, there's a lot that you can learn, and there are 4 free videos if you go to 4 Money Steps, and they dive into each one of these money steps in more detail. They're absolutely free, they're very informative, and they're going to help you understand how to take advantage of each step, how it works, so that you can find more money to pay for college. So why don't you check those out today, and tomorrow I'll go into a little bit more detail and tell you where you should start if you were still early enough in this college planning journey, which would be ideally if your student is a sophomore or even a junior. So if you have any questions about this, please put your comments below, and I'll certainly monitor this, and I'll answer your questions either live or after the fact. But if this is helpful, also just let us know by liking this video or sharing it with friends who may have college-bound kids and would find this helpful. I'll otherwise continue bringing helpful tips to you in the coming days. Until then, I hope all is well. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.